Aisha Jumaan is the president of the Yemen Relief and Reconstruction Foundation and joins us now from Seattle. Aisha, thank you for joining us on the programme this evening. This awful incident really highlights how dire the humanitarian crisis is there. What is the situation like for many people in Yemen right now?
Like you said, this is quite devastating and shows the desperation of the Yemeni people at this point in time. After more than 8 years of war and blockade on Yemen, and I would say a Saudi-led war and blockade in Yemen, with people who have not received salaries since 2016, public servants, with the economy being destroyed. So there are a lot of people who are in need. Actually, the UN says 17 million people in Yemen are in need of food, and over 24 million people in Yemen are in need of some form of assistance. So seeing what happened today, and that, desperate people who need $10 to most of the time for their kids to celebrate Eid, paying their lives for that is quite tragic. And again, I heard the reporter say that this is a civil war. This is not a civil war. If it's led by a foreign power, that does not make it a civil war. So this is a US-supported, Saudi-led aggression on the Yemeni people. It's not just with arms. The blockade is the major and the main driver of what we see today. And this is just a portion, a very small portion of the people who die of hunger because of the blockade on Yemen. We know that many people die in their homes, and I call it the silent killer because nobody knows that they are dying in their homes of hunger. There have been multiple reports by the UN. There was a film that was done called Hunger Word that describes the impact of the war on the blockade on Yemen. And so, again, it's heartbreaking. The whole nation is mourning the loss of 80 innocent people. And as I said, they're not just the only victims of the blockade on Yemen. There are a lot more in the millions who have been subjected to cruel and man-made crisis.
As you say, they are not the only victims, but for the people who lost their lives yesterday or were injured, compensation has been offered to their families. But is this enough?
Nothing can compensate for a human life. I heard that there are compensation, but a life lost needlessly like this is a tragedy. And these families have lost, family members who could support them, not just for, this Ramadan. It's going to be supporting them for many years to come. So my heart goes to the families of those who have died, and my prayers for those who are injured to heal. And again, no compensation is going to be enough for the loss of human lives. And whatever the compensation is very little, and will not be able to support these families in the long term.
Aisha Jumaan, thank you for your insight.